Except it's not Bush, it's the shadow people controlling him. Coordinate 2. The biggest terrorists are in government. Of whatever persuasion, by the way, I ain't being party political here. Sod the lot of them. I believe in equal opportunity and equal rights and stuff. Sod the lot of them equally. The terrorists, even those that we're told were terrorist events from external terrorists, when the evidence often points to the fact that it was not that at all, except that they were the front for it, they can kill horrendously a few thousand people at maximum, or they can, like 9/11 and that stuff, or they can kill fewer in other events. Horrific, horrible, etc. Yes, but these people, or the people that controlled them, pepper-bombed Baghdad full of kids and civilians, and have so far killed and maimed hundreds of thousands of civilians to save them from a dictator. And you know, David Davis, it seems from what I read, is in favour of capital punishment. I cannot think myself of a more blatant big brother power than for some guy in a silly wig to have the power over life and death on behalf of the state. And I just wonder, because David Davis voted for the invasion of Iraq, I just wonder if those children and civilians, as they were pepper-bombed in Baghdad, might just have thought that Big Brother might have arrived. But no, it's just about surveillance cameras and DNA databases. Oxford Concise Dictionary, definition of terrorist: one who favours or uses terror-inspiring methods of governing or coercing government or community, hence terrorism. I rest my case. Coordinate 3. How the few can control the many, by using the many to control themselves. Pyramid power. If you think of Russian dolls, one doll inside a bigger doll inside a bigger doll. Now think of pyramids. Small pyramid inside a bigger pyramid inside a bigger pyramid, until there's one that encapsulates all of them. If you look at any organization today, a government, a university, a corporation, anything, a school, they're all structured as pyramids. The vast majority of people that work for those organizations work in the lower reaches of the pyramid, where most of the people in any organization are. But when you get to the top of the pyramid, you find a tiny few people, and they're the only people that know how all the different contributions of others within the pyramid fit together to form anything but an innocent picture. It's called, in the CIA and organizations like that, compartmentalization. So there's people all over the pyramids in government. People say, it's the government. Well, the government's a big thing. No. It's that which controls the government. There's people all over the pyramids who, they're not trying to manipulate anybody. 90-odd% of them. They're just trying to earn a living, look after their family, have a nice holiday and all that stuff. But they don't know how their contribution fits with them and them and them. Only the ones at the top know that. And these pyramids fuse together. The banking pyramid, the transnational corporation pyramid, the oil cartel pyramid, the pharmaceutical cartel pyramid. All these different pyramids, media ownership pyramid. I mean, you know, the major media corporations in America, for instance, are owned by the corporations like General Electric. And at the top is a pyramid that encompasses all of them. And at that point are these shadow families, people like the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Habsburgs and others, who are putting down these, apparently at the level we experience them, totally unconnected areas of our life, the same policies. And what those policies are, in its foundation form anyway, in their foundation form, is centralization of power in every area of our lives. Because the more power is centralized, the more power the few have over the many. So you go into a bank, you hand over a check to the person behind the counter. They don't know what's happening in the bank manager's office and what's being decided. He don't know what's happening at the next level. They don't want to set the next level. And that's how it's possible for a few to dictate the direction of the world, with the many working every day unknowingly to do it for them. And so, one name that is given to these families is the Illuminati, the illuminated ones. They know more than we do because they keep what they know from us. And behind the corporations, different masks on the same face, is actually a corporation. Different directors, different frontmen, not always, mind, interconnected directorships, but at control in the hands of the few. And it's the same with politics. Presidents, prime ministers, heads of the World Bank, Secretary General of NATO, they are perceived to be in the red bit at the top in terms of their own hierarchy. No. They're some way down. I'm probably being optimistic with this. They are there. They're here today, come tomorrow people that I mentioned earlier are there simply to fill the public positions through which those that operate in the shadows above them in the pyramid dictate the policy. And that's why the policy never changes, no matter what government's in power. An incessant centralization. So when I hear people saying, it's Bush, Bush is behind it, stop Bush, please. He's not Big Brother. Bush's Big Brother. We got nothing to bloody worry about there then. He's a vehicle and there'll be another one along soon. Because this is how it works. Controlling the movie by controlling all sides in the movie through the compartmentalized pyramid system. The secret society system, I could talk about this for ages, but we talk about secret societies we can access in terms of their existence. The Freemasons, the Knights of Malta, Opus Dei, the Knights Templar and all these people. And they feed chosen people out of the top of their pyramids into the pyramid where the real action is. And often that pyramid they don't give it a name. I call it the Illuminati and other people call it the Illuminati, but often they don't give it a name. Why? You try investigating an organization that doesn't have a name. Very difficult. And this is how it works. This is Albert Pike. He was a Freemasonic god in America, and his statue is outside the Washington, D.C. police station to this day. This is what he said in one of his writings. Fictions are necessary to the people, and the truth becomes deadly to those who are not strong enough to contemplate it in all its brilliance. In fact, what can there be in common between the vile multitude and sublime wisdom? The truth must be kept secret, and the masses need a teaching proportioned to their imperfect reason. That's how the network behind the people who appear to be in power see the cattle population, you and me. You can also symbolize this network as a spider's web. You've got the spider at the center, and that's where the agenda is being dictated from. These different strands can symbolize different organizations and secret societies, which answer to the spider. The closer to the spider the organization is, the more secret it is, the more exclusive it is, and in the end, not even in the public knowledge it is. As you come out from the spider, you eventually start to have organizations that directly interact with the public. Organizations that people who follow politics will recognize. And then there's a few just back from there, which are kind of secret, but thanks to researchers they've been acknowledged to exist, like one called the Bilderberg Group, which